So I actually almost got it fixed that time. Talking about the intro right there. For those like who may have been like on the stream early this morning, there was obviously like a lot of issues that happened, like with the my new intro screen. Things almost worked out right there. It's just unfortunately, I do have one more thing I need to fix now. I have like a particular timer widget that I use in OBS, as far as like that shows the countdown timer. And the reason I turned it off, it actually was to stay on like throughout the entirety of it. But I turned it off because it actually didn't match up correctly. So like realistically, like the timer actually ended about like 20 seconds or like 20 30 seconds, like before like the intro actually ended. So that's when I turned it off. Otherwise, it would have been playing right there during like the whole animation, following like the starting. Words are hard tonight. The starting soon screen. It would actually have like the clock right there, during the actual animation. But I'll get it fixed. It's gonna be like a quick thing I do tonight. I just gotta like change the time value like in OBS. But anyways, welcome in for episode 1 for Scale the Depths Rogues. I'm actually really excited to play this game. Considering that what I've seen of this so far, this is like I think like the second like game that the devs have done. They actually have like a free game they did on Steam. And one thing I kind of noticed is that there's like there's like a particular character in this game that I think was like a Loch Ness Monster-ish character that actually was, I think like I could tell like was in the previous game. I keep forgetting like what the other game was, but I know their last game was free, and they also do have a free demo for this. So the game itself is currently on sale. So I'm really excited, like I said, to try this game out, because this actually be like definitely like something that's kind of like a little bit like not really like I guess like out of the norm for my channel. I mean, sometimes I do like play cozy games on other days. Like before I went off on my vacation, I did like play some of Retro Rewind on a day where normally I don't do cozy games, because normally I kind of keep those like isolated to Wednesdays for the most part, unless I get like urge to play them another time during the week. So this is like 2 times in a row today that I've actually played a game that's considered cozy. We did Meltopia earlier, which was absolutely amazing. Yeah, that fucking Loch Ness Monster. This is the only time I'm actually probably gonna be able to get the damn thing close to me compared to about compared to Gone Fishing. Of course, we're gonna just I don't know. We'll just say this is Nestor, and the one in Gone Fishing is Nessie. But yeah, pretty much this game is supposed to be like a cozy style fishing game where it has like a cool gameplay loop where we I don't know if we do spear fishing or whatever it is, but I do know like what I've seen is that we cast a line down, and then we're able to like catch fish with it, and then we like descale them, and then from there we serve it to customers to come up. And it kind of makes me think a little bit of Dave the Diver to some extent, because in Dave the Diver you went down into the depths, caught fish, and then you used that to run the sushi restaurant, which I really did love the gameplay loop in that. I absolutely love the sushi restaurant mechanics. I mean, I just love Dave the Diver as a whole, and I can't wait for the DLC coming out. I think it's supposed to be maybe this month, so I'll definitely be doing more Dave the Diver soon. But everything I've seen of this, I love the art style. I love the little pixel art style, and just like the whole concept of you're pretty much catching fish and then like getting them to sea creatures. So I'm excited to see what this game's about. I knew there. I think like I said, this is supposed to be like 4 zones. It's supposed to be like a lot of customization to your character, the ship, and everything. And so I'm definitely here for it. Like I said, the game is on sale on Steam if you guys will check it out. But also there's a demo for it as well. And I can already tell I'm probably gonna definitely like this game, because again, it's supposed to be like just like kind of like more like a cozy game, like not really any kind of like really any combat or whatever, but it's supposed to be like I think like lore and exploration heavy. So I even in some like aspects would consider Dave the Diver outside the boss battles, like pretty much kind of cozy, because when you're not doing the boss battles, as long as you have control of the area you're in, it's actually a pretty relaxing game. So yeah, I'm excited to kind of get into this and see what this game's gonna be about. But I do promise that hopefully, by next stream, I'll actually have like the timer for the intro properly fixed. Because again, I literally just made the intro. I think it was like yesterday, and there's definitely like a lot of things I had to tweak. Because earlier today, when I went live, there was like so much that went wrong with the intro screen. If anything, if y'all see my Twitch stream from Meltopia earlier, you'll see there's like a little bit of a spot right there at the beginning where like the OBS didn't actually do the transition over into the welcome screen, so I'm like right there just kind of like just looking like just lost, confused, because like on my one of my main screens, so you actually see me right there, but then the intro starts afterwards. So it's kind of like one of those things where like the Grand Wizard from the Wizard of Oz like peed out from behind the curtain before he was ready. But yeah, I'm actually gonna point out the blooper. If y'all go back and watch the stream earlier, you'll see there's like a few seconds before that where you actually see me before the intro started. So it's almost like yeah, I kind of like just got caught like like the Wizard of Oz. Like he's basically look like they go through, like they go in there, and then he's like peeking out from behind the curtain, and then he goes behind there, like, I'm the great and powerful Oz. Like, bitch, we just saw you. But yeah, just kind of like just one of those little things where on this channel, we the bloopers and the outtakes sometime actually are the content itself. But yeah, I did have to go in and fix like the link for the intro to kind of like facilitate, like, because for those who don't know, I changed up my intro screen something longer so that way I could do like the ad break at the start. Because previously I was like, the time where I'm talking right here, I go into an open ad break of the stream on Twitch, and then afterwards we play the game. And I wanted to kind of like have a thing where it does like the starting soon at the beginning, where there's no content you guys can miss. Go ahead and get like, like the ad breaks out, the 3-minute ad break out of the way, like at the start. Then it plays like a little animation. So originally I think I kind of like doubled the length of my intro screen to where it's like originally like 3 minutes or so. So it's like 6 minutes now, but it gives more people a chance to come in at the start of the stream. Not really missing anything. And also gets those opening ad breaks out of the way so that y'all get like, first hour without like any kind of interruptions. So it definitely feels like it works a whole lot better. And I'm hoping you guys like, enjoy like, because I definitely put like a lot of effort into making the screen. And also I just want something like more to the whole, Mask Alley branding, with me being the vigilante, on the run from the cops, beating the crap out of thugs, and, so yeah. But anyways, like I said, I'm excited to get into this. I might be a little bit hyper because I had a little bit of caffeine. And also, I'm kind of like, I'm still, I guess, like riding off the coattails of like, how Meltopia, I had so much fun with that earlier today. So I came back to streaming strong. Meltopia was fun, even though like the hell with the nebula snow, as I kept calling it. So let's go ahead and get onto this and see what this game is about, guys. I know like there's supposed to be customization, but I think I'm actually gonna keep like a little robot head. But yeah. And also, for those like who didn't see the stream earlier, I did change like the layout of my webcam here to kind of reflect, like that kind of like, more like, because previously had on the left-hand side, so it like I was kind of facing away from the game. Y'all can see I'm kind of like, I'm mostly centered with my webcam, but it is like, I'm still kind of like, leaning more towards the right or whichever direction it is. Y'all's left, my right, y'all's right, my left. We're not gonna argue semantics. It just kind of like makes it look more natural. I'm actually looking at the game and everything. I just feel like it was better to kind of put it right here, like over on this side, because for the longest time I've had like my webcam on the left-hand side. So it's definitely kind of time for the change, because I kind of like saw it as a recommendation after like seeing a few other streamers do it and consulting like a few others who said, yeah, you probably want to like, change over to the right hand side. So yeah, been streaming for about 10 years, guys, and I'm still learning new things. But it's always a learning process, and I'm always like trying to improve. So anyways, the Loch is one of the main indignated bodies of war in Scotland. Oh god, we're in Scotland. Hello, is this thing on? Like your systems are powering up. Looks like you made it to Loch Ness. Quite a tourist trap, isn't it? Gift shop were still open. Maybe you could have picked up something for me. I know it's down if it does business. You may be wondering what your job is out there. So let me put your gathering data on anything unusual you encounter. You want to find anything worthwhile, you need to explore the depths. The gear you need for that would cost money. So what's the best way to explore and earn money? By fishing, of course. Luckily, the locals seem more than happy to pay for a decent catch. Between them, the fish, or anything else down there, I should have plenty of specimens to study. I've already set you up with some basic fishing gear. Head over to that rod and let's see what you can catch. I'm already loving the art style of this. Can I jump? Apparently not. You not want to jump? Alright, as long as you don't like, just slap me in the face with a fish. Because I'm thinking Cramorant from Pokemon. I've been on receiving end of that like too many times. A feeding bay. You don't like waiting. Well, you can keep waiting. I don't have anything to feed. I mean, I like he's just like hanging out here. As long as you don't start like, going like, mine, mine, mine. I know those are seagulls that did that, but I'm gonna already tell him I'm gonna enjoy this game. Let's see, cosmetics. I guess like basically trying to tell me I'm not ready for that yet. Look, if I want to check my cosmetics, I'm gonna check my cosmetics. Just not right now. I like how I got a freaking Deku stick. my opening rod is a fucking Deku stick. It looks like I just yanked that right out of Legend of Zelda. Okay, so we got like a Deku stick. We got like, I just scalped the hell out of a sim. Like took their little like their thing off their head. And I love how I scrape. Apparently I'm scraping it with a butter knife. I scrape like the fish with a butter knife. So I'm gonna put like buttered toast. All right, okay, yeah. I'm just loving the random like, elevator music here also. All right, Eurasian minnow. I mean, it's my Asian minnow. No, it's your Asian minnow. Nice catch. You're a natural. Maybe your true purpose was to be a fishing boat all along. Well, honestly, I don't even know what I just did. Remember, large fish usually have more fight in them. You'll need to hit them a few times to make the catch. All right. Don't be phased. Here's phases. Prepared fish is distributed into phases. Each phase has you do different type prep activities. The phase you're currently on can be skipped, but can lead to losing out, making fish more valuable. So one thing I did notice in the settings, I kind of, again, as I told you guys before, I like the whole, you know, I'm always like about accessibility. I like how they do have like a thing in the settings where you can choose like the toggle or hold it. All right, just a little off the top. Cut highlighted parts. Your one chop stop on chopping. In the highlighted areas will cut the parts of the fish off. Sometimes they can take a couple hits, so the damage indicator can help you out. Oh wow, okay. Yeah. I like how that was perfection. I got like an actual achievement for that. Alright, shave and a haircut. 2 bits. Perfect. Those fish are nicely prepared. I mean, I like how I do more what I was doing there compared to actually trying to catch them. Those fish are nicely prepared. You better, the better you prepare them, the more they'll fill up a customer. Time to check who's hungry. Head over to the feed and say, yeah, I know he's hungry. He's been over here all this time mounting off. All right, you fish with funny stripes. Well, that's all I got anyway, so deal with it. Really? That was a perfectly caught fish. Let me see. Let me see. I think I get it now. I think. I'm trying to like let me see. I'm trying to get an understanding of this. Yeah, this is definitely gonna take some getting used to. But okay, I get it now though, I think. Come here! Really? Well, I mean, at least I understand the mechanics now, so it's pretty much it goes like whichever way I'm pointing, but definitely got like a little bit of like glide to it. Alright, no baits available. Alright. Slowly. Oh, it's actually a little more complex than that. The lot picking mechanics weren't really that bad. It's just you had to like just point the directional pad. The action was very easy. But this one I'm having to like, you know, glide the mouse like it's basically I have to like, you know, move the mouse around on the screen. So you guys aren't seeing the cursor right here, but there actually is like a cursor moving around. Cause I have like, you know, things set we're set up a thing in Windows where it doesn't show the mouse cursor. I actually got it currently over the bot, but yeah, so it's pretty much like I have to hold down the left mouse click and then like, you know, move it around. I'm hoping that like in the event that there's people that want to play this with controller. I don't know if they actually has controller mechanics for this. But yeah, the actual lot picking mechanics were much easier, but I'll get the hang of it. Also, this might be a thing where like it'll be easier to control over time. It's just like there's a little bit of lag to it. You know, if you don't shut your ass up. Here, be quiet. Let me see. Trying to make sure I give him the right thing. Okay, I think that... Customer fed. Another one? You get the idea. Catch fish, get paid, buy better gear, catch bigger fish, feed more customers, find cooler stuff. Simple enough, right? You should customer feed counts toward your progress. Don't leave any out there. All that gives me useful data to analyze and earns you money for better gear and other items from the shop. New carpentry insurance. Alright, so... Okay, I like how there's like plenty of reading for the fish, but at the same time. Cut directions right. Simple table knife designed primarily for spreading butter, jam, and other soft foods. It's serrated just enough to technically cut something. Impressively blunt instrument, without a doubt one of the worst tools imaginable for scaling fish. Well, that's all I got to work with, okay? right, great. I like what you have things for the customers too. Okay. The great cormorant is one of the most widespread cormorants in the world. These large diving birds live near coasts, lakes, and rivers, often nesting on cliffs, trees, or rocky islets. Cormorants are powerful underwater hunters, using their long hooked beaks and fully webbed feet that can dive beneath the surface to chase fish, sometimes reaching depths of 10 meters or staying underwater for several minutes. So, I mean, I like how we're apparently we're learning stuff here, too. Who said, yeah, all y'all said that, like, gaming rot your brain? Yeah, I mean, it's a lot more fun than, like, your biology class. Actually, I take that back. You know, I actually had a pretty cool biology teacher back in the day. Do you want food too? It said stripe, right? Let me see. Does it say like what kind they are? Like they're striped or whatever? It said I prefer striped fish. It doesn't. It said striped fish or whatever. I mean, I feel like I'm playing Guess Who with something. Does this person have a beard? Well, you can keep waiting, so you want to be rude. The music, though, is definitely kind of a vibe in a way. I don't know. I definitely dig, like, the music. I just wish there was a way to kind of like know what it like, you know, preference. You fish with funny stripes. I mean, I wonder if it could be like you can just give them whatever. We're gonna try it with this. All right, eat up. You know, for someone who's got a preference, you're like, you know, really digging that. Damn. Otters. You're the place for grub. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I'm already sold on the game just because of otters. I don't care what y'all say. I love otters. If you don't like otters, F you. I mean, seriously, what are the chances that you're gonna hate otters? That was terrible. Okay, What do you mean that wasn't... Probably because I went a little bit too fast. Oh, wait. Never mind. I forgot to cut off the head. Thank God this fish wasn't a Highlander with a sword. I would have been dead right there. I guess there could be only pun. Okay, no, hold on a sec. You can wait. I don't care how cute you are. Doing a small snack about now. That's all I got, so. Okay, so that was it. All right. So it said, like, Selkie. Customers can have preferences. Giving them a fish they will enjoy will fill up more of their bar than usual. Feeding them only their favorites can earn you something special. Give it a try. All right. Customers also have fish that they dislike. This fish are reduced in value, which will get her trying to avoid feeding other customers if you want to earn their favor. All right. So apparently he just likes small fish. Okay. Oh, okay, but that right there is just horrible. God damn. That artwork right there. All right, see, it only gives me like the information I'm after I guess I fully fed them. I wonder if it's just like he doesn't really... I mean, he was like maybe the starter one, so maybe he didn't actually have a preference, but he said striped fish, so I'm pretty sure... I'm guessing like, you know, the otter just like small fish. Come here. Yeah, this is gonna take some getting used to. Can I get an upgrade yet? Well, I got something. I wasn't trying to. Well, version 2. Dive time and speed. All right, so turning speed on the lure. Okay, so that's probably the... But I can already tell I'm gonna absolutely love this game. right, buddy. Let's see what we got. Was this what he liked? What'd you just hear? I think he's like giving me like likes or whatever. Like, you know, he's like, I'm just imagining like the otter down there with like a little phone, like, you know, giving me Yelp reviews or something. Okay, hold your horses. Hold your seahorses. It seems like it's actually, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like, I think it's like one of the main things right now is just like, it's probably like definitely like up in difficulty on like how to get perfects. It's probably gonna be more to like, you know, more steps to it, but right now I think it's just like I mainly just need to like not go too fast with the scaling. All right, here you go. Hang on. He gave me a tip. I got a tip from the otter because a consumable would be great. Osprey. Okay, is your name Will? For those who know, you know. Are you related to a certain aerial assassin? Look, I like pro wrestling, alright? Don't at me. Alright, hold on. So, what's his preference? Plain, simple, nothing added. Well, I mean, that's... What do you want? We don't, like, sir, we don't have condiments here. At least not yet. Come here! Shh. I got one. Uh-oh. Yeah, I almost clicked. I actually, you know, went... That might be a problem. It's actually easy to click out of the game if you don't watch it or whatever, so... That's the only thing about... Normally, because I had them windowed borderless, but I'm definitely gonna, like, try, like... Yeah, sorry if there was, like, a slight encoding overload there, guys. It's not as bad, like, since I upgraded my graphics card, but... Yeah, this... Hang on. Well, shit, it's still, like, trying to go outside the window. That's gonna be a problem. Yeah, this is one of those things where for whatever reason, it's not locking me inside the actual game. Okay, I kind of wish there was a way like it actually would keep me in there. So I'm glad to like really watch that. The last thing I need is to accidentally like, you know, cut it shut down OBS or something. Maybe if I actually up the sensitivity a little bit on my mouse. Damn, I'm trying to do all that, but okay. I'm just worried I'm gonna accidentally, like, you know, cut the fish somewhere where I'm not supposed to, and that could end up penalizing me. He said he likes his fish like nothing simple, so if you don't have some patience. All right, so let's see what we got right here. I can afford like a normal. I really need to upgrade my knife too. I mean, I gotta do both. Boning knife, okay. Larger knife with some better traits. Damage, speed, bonus, damage. Okay, cool. Okay, and we're gonna upgrade to actual fisherman's hook. All right. That should make this a little bit easier. Okay. Okay, well, I don't know if it's actually possible to, like, you know... I mean, that's the thing. I'm cutting right there, like, you know, not even, like, on the... Like... Unless it's, like, just not possible to, like, really, like, you know, Bork, you know, doing perfects here. I don't know. Oh, you again? Yes, I got fish. Just like I had last time. You rude ass. Gray heron. What a lovely day. Stirs up quite the hunger. Alright, so what's your preference? I can't decide to see what his preference is yet. Oh, God, we got a lamprey. That's... Why did I get feeling this is going to be nightmare fuel? It won't be that bad. Parasites can be slippery. They hide if you feel something fast nearby. So calm your... It feels something fast about it. So calm your knife and root them out. Oh. Okay, I had to pass back over it. All right, this is, I like how it's actually kind of unique here. So I just gotta be steady and not... Okay. That was pretty cool. I like how, you know, the different fit... They actually do have, like, you know, some... You know... realism to this and everything. As far as, like, parasites and all that. Alright, so what's your preference, sir? Unagi? Unagi. So, does he want seaweed on it? I mean, I would think, like, you know, he basically means he wants seaweed on the fish. This ain't a sushi shop, dude. I mean, you can go and look for... Hold up. Aha! So we're, like, axing the fish, adding seasoning to it and everything? Hold on a second. How do I add, like, stuff to it? We got him... Eel. Makes sense, got unagi. Wait, will the lamprey count? I'm thinking unami. Right, because unagi or whatever, I can't remember what it was, but that was like, remember that, forget that one, like, eel from Super Mario 64. So will the lamprey count? When would it find out? Oh, he did not like that. Alright, so he wants an actual eel. Well, first off, like, same damn thing. Looks like an eel. Don't at me on that. We're not gonna argue semantics on this. Okay, let's work on actually getting him some proper food. When it's something he wants, he's so picky. Dirty toy bucket. Increases cotton. It's a random toy bucket. Alright, I can catch like one more. Only problem is, like, I can't really... Okay, that shows me the ones I got prepared, I guess. Alright, look, dude, you're gonna have to, like, you know, make do with what you got. Alright, what I got for you. Please eat this. Okay, at least you like that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to, like, you know, try to catch him an eel. It's just, this, again, this thing's such a bitch to control. Well, that was kind of rough. All right. But yeah, this game's already addicting. Like, if this had endless mode where I can definitely see, like, a lot of replayability to it. And I'm hoping the devs, like, do put out DLC, because this game is... Whoa, you're big. It's a big-ass fish. All right, we gotta do a few passes over it. Still got a perfect. All right, here. Osprey. All right, what was he like again? All right, plain simple, okay. Wow, I like how I just shaved all that off right there. The only problem is, like I said, for some reason it keeps on going outside, like, you know, the window here. And that's like, you know, kind of like, you know, throwing off my aim a little bit. But maybe like once I do get like some more upgrades, it'll be easier to steer. So I have to like, you know, have to like, that's the thing. I'm having like, you know, go like all over the place from the mouse just to actually steer it around. So hopefully once I do get some more upgrades, it'll be easier. There it goes. I think it seems like it's not like, you know, right now, you know, it's really hard to fail like a, you know, a perfect. You guys see, like, I'm not even like, you know, I don't even have like the knife right there perfectly on, like, you know, the highlight parts. All right, Grace Seal, are you new friend? Are you a new friend? Aw. I'm about to be your friend. Get you hooked up. Yeah, that turning speed. All right, let me see. Go ahead and get anchovy lure. And dive time and speed would be nice. I like it. Wait, hold on. Did I not have it equipped? What? I swear if I didn't actually have the stuff equipped. What? I should have. I don't know, I'm so confused. Okay, I'm definitely feeling like a bit of a difference here. I wonder if... You know, that actually might be the ticket to this. That's what I need to do. I think I get it now. Let it go its own way, and then just kind of like, you know, use the... You know, I think I might have figured it out. Aim at the fish and not like where I want it to go. Not like, you know, just kind of like, you know, drag around. I can just like, okay. That might be the ticket to it. We'll see. One more time. Can I get this last one here? And all right, done. I will say I'm not really a fan of the lampreys just because like the parasites. As long as I guess just kind of nudge them with the knife, just kind of. This. I'm gonna laugh if actual bearded fish comes in. I have to actually, you know, shade a beard off of it. All right, so what's your preference? Spiny fish? Well, thankfully I ain't got no spiny fish. He doesn't like urchins or anything. What was that? Which one did you not like? They all look... That fish was kind of... that one did look kind of spiny, I think. Bristle-like teeth. Spiny dorsal fin. Well, I cut it off, though. So he likes Eurasian minnow. He just doesn't like brook lampreys. So I gotta make sure I don't... Yeah, he doesn't... So he doesn't like lamprey. Alright. So just that, make sure we don't give him any lamprey. And we just gotta watch that one big fish I gave him. All right. And done on that. Yeah, so we don't want to give him this one. All right, I got you, buddy. What the? So he doesn't. So there's two he doesn't like. Unless there's two of them. I might have had two of them. Darn it. I need to start paying more attention. So he doesn't like rough or the 3-spine stickleback. Okay, so we just don't want to give him those two. He said he didn't like spiny fish. That was on me. All right. Let's see. CX. I'm not gonna say that the way it sounds. Okay. Would you say C? There's no way this is pronounced without sounding weird. CX. Shax. I don't know. Let us not tarry. Provide us with a fine delicacy. You can wait your turn, sir. I mean, you're the only one here, but... Come here! I want to see what you... Oh, would you... Oh, you... Not funny, alright? Oh, I hate these things. Alright. Okay, yeah, this is actually making it a whole lot easier. You know, it feels like this knife is overkill. Alright, so what is it that you don't like? Alright, he don't like the lamprey. Okay, make sure we don't give him the lamprey. Because he hates that. Maybe like actually holding the button down. Like, I don't know. It was hard to tell if it was like just kind of do the whole point and click or just hold the button down. I feel like just holding the click down actually is what worked better. Okay, we gotta make sure if, like, you know, the seal comes back, we don't want to give him the sickle back. Or stick the spine back or whatever it was. Alright, so you, my sir. Okay, so it's like, just don't give him the lamprey. Cucumber smelt. Who smelled a cucumber? I don't see no cucumbers around here. Yeah, it's gotten like a lot quicker, like, you know, to prepare the lampreys at least with this one. All right, it's going to get you out of here. All right, you're done. All right, Osprey. He's probably gonna hate this. Watch this. Surprisingly not. Well, he did say like he just died as long as you don't like put anything on it. I don't even know how to season these things. I don't feel like. I like how I just went down there and immediately caught one. I was trying to go down and see if I could find him an eel. So we know the otter wouldn't like this one because it's... Yeah, see, like I said, like, it really seems like there's no way to actually really botch that. You guys see, like, I'm just, like, you know, just cutting it, like, randomly or whatever, and it's... It's like, you know, pretty much, you know, just... I'm still getting my perfect, so... But again, we are, like, in a very, or, like, the first place part of the game, so... Pretty sure they're gonna give me, like, some barging of... Please tell me this isn't the one you ain't gonna like. Do not tell me you won't like it. Alright, buddy, I got you. So you don't like these. Okay, at least he'll actually eat the lamprey. But we know he doesn't like this fish right here, so... I'm just wondering, is there a way to put it back in the... Well, alright, never mind. It would be cool if you actually like turn the fish into bait. Well, maybe we can, because it says bait right there, so maybe we could. Wait, hold on a sec. Is that an Among Us? Up there in the cart thing, guys. Right up there at the upper right, like below the escape, y'all can see in the curves. Is that an Among Us? I think it was. What did I just hit? Okay, I saw something right there. So we can go down deeper now. I wasn't really doing that before. Okay, let's get him taken care of first, because now I can go down further. Alright, so let's see. Well, at least I got him another lamprey, because he won't need because we don't want to give him the rest of the stuff, because we don't want, like, you know. She's like, I got these lampreys, like, right here, so I can't do anything with them unless I go and trash them or something. Definitely want to get him. Is there any way that we can, okay. Okay. Thankfully I got, like, push myself and just, like, keep getting more fish or where I'm just, like, and just trying to, like I said, I don't want to give him, like, anything he don't like, because we know he doesn't like the, I don't know if there's a way I can just kind of get rid of the fish. Hang on. Oh, we can. All right, because I don't want to. As much as I would have liked to, you know, give them to someone, we know that, you know, he hates those. So. Well, I mean that happened. Yeah, give me that treasure. So we do have plenty of time to actually explore down there. So. Without actually trying to catch it. I'm trying to see if I can find like a something that's not that. There definitely were like some unique fish down here. Oh, this is where the big ones are. Okay. Is that a tuna? I guess the world will never know. I'm gonna feed you hungry. Okay, I got you, buddy. I can't keep leave him hungry. Like I had to like stop everything I was doing because how adorable he was being right there. So nah. All right, bud, I got you. So, and that should do it for him. Okay, so what you got? Right now, I ain't got nothing. I ain't got nothing. But I'll take it. I'll facilitate. We know that he likes small fish, so. And cat's a stupid thing. Come here. Wait, hold on. I like it seemed like I was about to catch all those, and then like, nah, fam. One of these, I don't know if he'll like the lamprey, and I can't remember if I gave him one before. We know he likes like the tiny fish, like snack size ones. Nazi. How much money I got? I got 940. All right, let's get you fed. Should I chance a lamprey with him? Please like it. Well. Whoa, Stucky, just the way I'd like to start my day. Well, first, can you guess my favorite? We just met? Please, I got... Guess my favorite. I mean, I was asking you. That's the one problem, like, you know, with mermaids or whatever. You know, like, they got a mouth to sass you with. Okay, now, like, she's just over here singing. Guess my favorite. I mean, how am I supposed to know? We just met. I was worried I was gonna have if I find like, you know, one she don't like. I think it needs to be in a busy in the, like, because she's got like a she's got fist to hit me with, and she's got like a tail to slap the shit out of me with. And I'd like to, like, not be on the receiving end of either. And like, like, I'm just like getting rid of the parasites, but get them head pats with a knife. All right. First off, well, I can't see like what she likes and don't. All right. Do you like minnow? Okay. Do you like minnow? Do you like minnows? That's all I got here. Do you like minnows? Do you like lamprey? Well, at least I ain't found anything she don't like yet. That's a plus. At least it's getting easier to turn this thing somewhat. What? Is that a mine? Artifact. So we're finding artifacts now? Come here, fish. Shit. I'm trying to find like a fish you might like, where I'm down here like collecting random ass things. I don't even know what they are. Hold on. You're hurt. Come here. Really? Okay, that thing like seemed like it turned on its own. Oh, that's a big one. Okay. God. Well, crap. Bargles are tough. They can hit you from any direction they require. Says. She just almost sunk my ship when I got it on here. So this is like the opposite. Those are opposite of the parasites. And I might actually avoid catching these again until I get like a better knife. Looks like almost like an alligator gar. Yeah, I am not a fan of. Really? Oh. Imagine if I was trying to do this with a butter knife. Okay, yeah, I didn't get it perfect with that thing. That. Yeah. I'm gonna leave those alone for now. These damn barnacles. I think that's the problem. I think the barnacles like take down the value. Yeah, the barnacles are gonna be a pain in the ass to deal with. Alright, look, woman, you better just take this and be happy with it. Here, take this perch. Oh, she ate it at least. What about this? Okay, is there like a fish she doesn't like? Yeah, next time, come out with an actual list of what you want me to pick up for you instead of being all vague and stuff. Alright, now what was yours again? Oh, you and your damn not. I haven't seen one eel here. So, I mean, lampreys are close enough. I mean, they're basically eels. Picky ass. What did I just get? Is that bubblegum or... Okay, look, I'm not like, you know, trying to like clean up the ocean now. I mean, y'all can call Cat and Planet for that. There you are. Come here. Oh my god. I finally found him an eel. I finally found your elusive ass eel. I hope you're happy. I'm honestly surprised I haven't seen a seagull show up, but I mean, this, and again, this is more like a lake than an actual, like, you know, ocean. Oh, Jesus Christ! Okay, at least, oh my god. Okay, we'll say, because the thing is, they're trying to trick me here. We'll say the bar. Okay. Okay, it's being very weird and let me cut the, parasites is the problem. Okay, that explains I'm going from the wrong direction. Yeah, I'm just trying to play it smart here. Yeah, he better just take this one eel and be happy with, because I'm not getting him another one anytime soon. I hate this. Okay, is that all of them? I still don't understand, like, how they actually deal with the barnacles. I mean, we're still gonna get, like, a good score on the fish, but... I think? Close enough. I mean, it's just... You know what? I really don't like you for that. Please take this eel. Yeah, well, I mean, it wasn't, like, not for bliss for me. That thing was a pain in the ass. Like, you know, prep for you. Well. At least she's polite. I don't know your favorite. I mean, what do you want me to get you? An actual, like a merman? Like an actual man? You want to find like a random, like, you know, merman like swimming around down there? You want to find like freaking Jason Momoa? Bring Aquaman up here for you? I mean, I could possibly facilitate that if he's here, but I'm also not Hitchware. We're not matchmakers. You know, I try to tenderize, like, you know, the fish for people and everything. I mean, for my customers, but that was absolutely terrible. The thing is, she's like, can you guess my favorite? Like, again, woman, I just met you. Hold on, what is that fish right there? Apparently it's one I caught before. It's just, it looked different. Okay. At least the parasites are easy to deal with, because, you know, they don't, like, you know, mess things up. I just gotta have, like, more of understanding on the barnacles. I think I get what's going on. I think I might know how to trait this now. I probably want to try, like, you know, scale the fish first. That's the trick. There, I think I kind of got it figured out. So I believe how it goes is we want, like, you know, descale the fish first, because that's what's damaging it. we're going too fast. Like, you know, they're basically logging it with me like, we gotta go slow when we're descaling it. I think I might have it figured out. So my thing is, I don't recall catching one of these things before. It didn't give me like any kind of prompt for that one. You know, this... Okay, that's a colorful fish, lady. Wait, hold on a sec. The Eurasian minnow had like... What? Huh? Sputnik 1? Sputnik 1 was launched in the Soviet Union on... I'm just posting, like, you know, just poking the random radioactive thing here. Okay, give me... Of course, Rocket Nachos would know. Like, they give me, like, that's the thing. It was the weird thing about, like, I was able to knock something off of it, but that was it. I don't know if I need, like, some kind of, like, you know, other item or something. Like, it's weird, like, there's that one thing I can just knock off right there. But maybe there's more to it later. Alright, I'm just curious about that one fish I caught here. Because I caught, like, a rare... One's, like, 35. And so far, I mean... She hasn't, like, tried to, like, you know, she hasn't gotten mad about anything I've given her. But see, since we have, like, you know, served her once, maybe we can kind of, like, get an idea on what she, Alright, Selkis atlanticus. The Selkie is a creature of Scottish and North Atlantic folklore, said to live as a seal in the ocean, but take human form by shedding its seal skin. I was thinking, but then again... Then comes from the Scots word for seal, a term historically used among the southern coast of Scotland. Selkie legends are especially common in the Northern Isles, according to Orkney and Shetland. According to the story, Selkies come ashore under moonlight, removing their seal skins to walk on the land before return. On a trade as gentle and curious beings, Selkies are said to be drawn to music, dance in the company of humans, yet many creatures, legends warn they remain creatures of the sea and can become dangerous if they are wrong. See, that's concerning, because I'm feeling like if I give her the wrong fish, she's going to try to kill me. But also, I know there's not supposed to be any combat in this game. Alright. Dirk. Alright. Yeah, we still don't really have, like, a lot of line to really work with. It's a real... Hang on, I'm trying to... Whoa, hold up. Okay, unfortunately, the problem is, like, you know, when you, once you have, like, enough fish or whatever, like, you know, the fish bag's full, you can't fish anymore. Like, I'm just using a whole ass, like, you know, thing like I should be, like, in a gladiator arena with this. No, you seem to understand. Fish prep is a war in itself. Or something, like something about the blah 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 battlefield or something. I haven't made her mad yet. Whoa, what the fudge? First off, asshole. Where I come from, like, you know, you ask nicely for stuff. So I don't know what high horse you just rode in on or what high horse you think you are or whatever, but yo, no, I don't want to ride. Random ass. I wonder if he's like, you know, this like Selkie's brother or something. I don't know. Gamer's like, food now. It's like, no, you can wait your damn turn. First, I ain't got no food, and you know, with that attitude, I mean, I don't care if you give me like a 0 on my Yelp review or whatever. You know, you gonna wait. Look, I'll sash your ass back there, Seabiscuit. Seabiscuit. That joke wrote itself. It's literally Seabiscuit of the sea. No, it's not. No, it's a lock biscuit. It's not even in a lock. Not even a sea, so it's just lock biscuit. All right, what do you want? Hold on a second. Let me prep this first. Come on, food now. You just don't come into my restaurant like you're talking like that. That's not how you get served, buddy. Okay, at least I can take this thing out in one go. So that's got a lot quicker now. Okay, yeah, this knife was a pretty nice upgrade. It's letting me, like, you know, get right through this, because now I can cut, like, the parasites off in one go. But yeah, I'm pretty sure the barnacles, like, where I was messing before, is, like, I need to descale the fish first, because I was going too fast, so I descale the fish, get rid of any parasites as needed, so next time I get an eel, it should be no problem. All right, what is your preference? Color of a heart. I desire something resembling. You want red fish. You want red fish. I don't have any red fish. Color of a heart. You know, you better just take what you get, buddy. You want the... I can taste the weakness. Pathetic. Well, if you don't like my fish prep, you can take your ass Long John Silver's or Captain D's or something. I got, like, you know, freelance business I'm trying to run here. Don't come in, like, trying to, like, you know, tell me how to run my shop. Brown trout. Okay, well, we know hearts on brown, because, like, you know, we got, like, you know, the horse's ass right here, you know, who's picky about what he gets, so we can't give him anything brown. Some red fish. Oh, red fish, blue fish, fuck you too, fish. Brown trout. That thing like they snapped my finger off. Perfect. See, now here's the problem. I don't want to feed him anything. It's going to make him mad. And this is my first time serving him or whatever, so I can't... You better just like what I give you. We know he likes the lamprey. What about the rough? Okay. Brown trout. Okay, so as long as he just doesn't like the minnows. You ain't got no choice, buddy. I'll run your ass over with time, like, you know, you'll spare me this time. Alright, so we know he doesn't like... Alright. Okay, buddy. Let's see what I can get you now. Like how you came up here, like, trying to make demands, like, you know, what fish that I can give him. Like, you know... Do I have, like, any... Is that any redfish this time? Please tell me I got some redfish in case that dork comes back up. Okay, unfortunately, I got, like, a bunch of... Alright, we'll go and throw these back. Because we know that he doesn't eat those. I mean, this fish is red enough. What? Arctic char. See, it even has, like, yeah, char. You know, like a char in it. What is that? What? Give me that! I don't know if that's, like, something I can use, like... Hey, what's that? Oh, I want that message in a bottle. No, I'm going back down there. There's a message in a bottle. Found a secret message. View in your almanac. Okay, now hopefully I found something that, your palate, will partake in. Because he just said, like, God damn, it's a big-ass fish. Arctic char. This thing, like, it's going to try, like, bite my finger off. And char comes from the old Irish word meaning fiery red. Okay, so it's red. In other words, like, as long as you know, like, it's red, partially. So Mr. Ed, can, enjoy it. And if you don't, like, you can go on somewhere else. And it's perfectly, filleted, so. Okay, there's like a weird contrast there, like it was this big ass fish, and then we like went to a small one. Yahtzee. Like I said, I think I know how to handle the barnacles now. All right, bud. What is it you don't like again? I definitely want to make sure I do right by him. All right, let's see what this jerk right here. So there's 2 fish you don't like. The Hypocritus, yeah, I mean, he's definitely a hypocrite or whatever, because, he's... I don't know why I said, hypocrite or whatever. It's just because, he... I guess because he comes up talking out of his ass, but he looks like a donkey. But his ass talking out of his ass. The Kelpie's a water spirit from Scottish folklore, said to inhabit rivers and deep lochs. It is most often described as a powerful water horse, though stories claim it can also take the form of a human. Kelpies are considered dangerous spirits, and their stories were often told as warnings, reminding children not to wander too close to the water. One tale tells of a member of the McGregor clan who confronted a Kelpie with a massive Zweehander and managed to seize this enchanted bridle, ending the creature's threats to the surrounding waters. Yeah, you give me like an enchanted, like a Zweehander, and see what happens. I'll call like, Stick Free from Soul Calibur. I'm pretty sure he's got like a spirit you can give me. Kelpie legends remain part of Scottish culture, even inspiring the towering steel sculptures known as the Kelpies in Falkirk. Yeah, just he's got like some statues where like named after. Doesn't mean he needs to be on his high horse. Okay, so rough and 3-spine stickleback. So we know he's this. First, I'm actually gonna help if I kind of get in there. All right. We know he's that. Gotta save this for, Whoa, that. He really likes trout. Well, you're back just in time to just completely dampen my day. Take this and shut up. Oh, see, now he wants to be, now he's a fan. Yeah, see, kindness like goes a long way. And gratitude. Let me get you another one so I can get you out, get you on my buffalo A-line. I appreciate you, Mary. And thanks for coming in, hanging out. Lurk away. Then if I can get him another one of those fish, like, maybe I actually appease his, like, his, sophisticated ass. I like how they're just getting bigger and bigger as I go down. This is hilarious. Well, this guy, alright. I know I didn't see a fish that was cut up. Was that a... I know I didn't see a zombie fish down there. Hold on a second. Something was off about one of those fish. I swear there was a fish that was like cut open. No, don't let me grab anything. I'm trying to like get down here. That fish is cut open. There was a fish down there that's cut open. I knew I wasn't seeing things. Unless it's like a... Okay, yeah, I'm definitely intrigued, by more and more by this game, by the fact they're having, like, I like it, the whole fact of how, like, the further down we go, like, there's more cooler stuff. So this game's... Okay. I got your number this time, Barnacles. And we're gonna get this thing that close to let shave. Okay. That was the ticket. I figured it out. You scale the fish first, then go after the barnacles. So yeah, with that, like I said, it's really hard to actually, you know, as long as you understand what you're doing, like it's really hard to, like, you know, really kind of fail at it. All right, let me get him another one of those. Let me see here. I'll go ahead and get rid of this. And the perch. Keep the eel. The reason I'm doing this, guy, I want to go back down there and get like more, because I don't want to give him anything other than the fish he wants. And I don't want to ride, because I mean, I know, like, you know how a lot of you legends go. You know, y'all try to lure my ass in war just so you can kill me. Wait, hold up. Get back here. All right. Oh, so that's a trick too. I can just get in there from here. Hold on. Come here, zombie fish. Damn it. It's probably not even a zombie. I'm probably just, like, you know, just over, like, imagine things, because I ain't seen, like, any blood in this game. Even when I cut the fish open. So why would they have, like, this random fish, like, you know, look like he's got, like, a gaping, you know, like, you know, gaping wound. Is that the fish I was after? Okay. Of course, like, these tiny fish get in the way and, like, y'all think, no, first, let's feed him first. Okay, the sound of, like, that popping noise is, no, it's not like the dings from, like, Power Wash Sim, but it's definitely satisfying. So it's another char. This one looks cooler. Most widely distributed char species. Well, he's not getting this one. He's not gonna get, like, you know, my finest wares. Trying to figure out, like, what date your ass is going on. You over there with your lipstick. Alright. Cool. And done. Again, it's that contrast. We go from a giant fish to a small one. Okay, things gotten, like, a lot easier now. Alright. You need to show me some Wait, was that a rare one I got? Apparently that was a rare one I picked up. Okay, whatever. Take your char and learn to be nice. I know you didn't just, like, you know, just smack my boat on the way out. I swear, like, he hit my boat. And I thought that's not what he did, but at least he's satisfied now. Let me find out, like, you know, the other thing. So yeah, he gets like $100 tip. So the osprey, did we ever figure out what fish he likes? He likes cucumber smelt. I haven't even really been looking at my lore on them. Alright, the Eurasian otter. The Eurasian otter is one of the most widespread members of the otter family. It lives across rivers, lakes, wetlands, and coastal waters throughout Europe, much of the Asia, and parts of North Africa. Like other otters, it has a long, streamlined body, web feet, and dense waterproof fur that keeps it warm in cold water. Their dens, known as holes or couches. I did not know their dens were called couches. Now I'm never gonna be able to think about their house the same way. Like, they actually live in, like... I did not know that. Usually hidden along riverbanks or among rocks close to the water. Mostly solitary, Eurasian otters hunt fish along rivers, lakes, and coastal shores. They must eat about 50% of their body weight each day and can even overpower large prey such as water birds. So now I'm imagining, like, an otter just getting in a fight with a seagull over, like, a fish. Alright, osprey. Osprey is a powerful fish hunting bird prey found near lakes, rivers, and coastlines across much of the world. Sometimes called the sea hawk or fish hawk. It boasts an impressive wingspan of around 180 centimeters. Ospreys feed almost entirely on fish. They soar high above the water before diving feet first to snatch fish from beneath the surface. Adjusting their strike to account for the refraction of light in the water. Like owls, ospreys have a reversible water toe that lets them grasp slippery fish with 2 toes in front of and 2 behind. Their nests are large and often are reused for many years. Pairs frequently return to the same nesting site season after season. The gray heron is a tall, long-legged wading bird found near rivers, lakes, wetlands, and coastal shores across Europe, parts of Asia, and Africa. Herons are a widespread group of birds with around 75 recognized species found in every continent except Antarctica. Like other herons, the gray heron has a long neck, thin legs, and a sharp dagger-like bill suited for catching aquatic prey. When flying, it retracts its neck into a tight S shape, creating a distinctive silhouette. Gray herons are patient hunters, often stand motionless on the water's edge until prey moves within striking distance. Some have been reserved using bait, placing insect seeds or small flowers in the water surface to lure the fish closer. Alright, gray seal. The gray seal is a large marine mammal found along the rocky shores of the North Atlantic Ocean. It belongs to the true seal family, a group of earless seals that lacks any visible ear flaps. Gray seals gather in large colonies along coasts and islands. While they move awkwardly on land using their short flippers and their crawling motion, they're powerful swimmers in the water and can dive in depths of around 300 meters for over an hour while searching for food. Their diet consists most of fish, and they must eat several kilograms each day to maintain their large bodies. Adult females usually weigh around 250 kilograms, while males can grow much larger, sometimes reaching 400 kilograms or more. Or I read about Selkie. And this dork. So apparently the only one we got is like, yeah, I guess, Nessie. Or Nestor. Okay, so you like the cucumber. But we don't have any of those. And I've got, like, you know, a lot of grounds here, like, to give him the fish you don't like. Watch, I'm pitching my fine on first go here. No? Well, I need to hold on to it, because Kelpie's coming back, so I gotta make sure I hold on to it for him. Alright. See if we can find, like, some more cucumber. Problem is, I don't know which one it is. Okay, let me get another bucket upgrade if I can. I wouldn't, but... Is the bucket... Hang on, is it even equipped? Okay, apparently it is. It's just not showing in my inventory over here. Okay, bait bucket. Alright, no bait's available. Alright, so now we can, like, fish for more. I keep trying to find the cucumber one for him, but I don't know if I got it or not. Oh, shit. Hope I didn't throw that away. Or I'll give him like this. He'll be back. Yeah, well, taking a shut up. I don't even want like him to insult me, so I'm just gonna like just try to give him like, you know, all that, like exactly what he wants, so like he'll leave me alone. Yeah, I went around. All right, hold on. Trying not to get anything I don't want. I think that, hang on, I think that one up there might have been the cucumber one. Damn it! Alright, got a cucumber smelled at least. Right. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I'm not about the install, but like, these squares are terrible. Or something. I don't know. Why would you give me this, cretin? Or something. Oops. Alright, problem is, hang on. I like it. Alright, I got too many lamprey. That's the problem. I just... Okay, there we go. Alright, let's get back to it, because I'm trying to get, like, him another one. Darn it, I hate when that happens. I think we go this way. Here we go. Wait, hold on, there's another... Wait a minute, that's not... What did I just do? What did I just activate right there? I'm kind of concerned. I guess just like, you know, the Wait, hold on, that's one. It probably just might have been like another one of these. I'm going back down there. Get him one more. In case he's not satiated. Just trying to avoid all these other fish in the process. Might have just enough time to get him one more. Did I get it? I think I got it. I'm having to cut through all these first. Alright, hang on. Pretty sure there's probably like ways I can like, you know... Okay. Yeah, I need to like start getting used to that, like where I can kind of like just switch them out. Because I know this was like 4 areas to this game. I just don't know how we're actually going to activate the others. I'm having a feeling like I gotta keep going deeper down until like I find like some way to move forward. Or maybe like after I serve everyone here. I'm hoping it might be a thing where I can just like come back. Because we still have like, you know, not gone down like anywhere near as far, like, you know, that far in this. I'm having a feeling it might be a thing where we have to like, you know, figure out like we have to like, you know, go down deep enough to like where we'll unlock the next level, you know, through that. All right. Okay. And done. It's so satisfying doing the chopping mechanic there. Like, you know, how quick that is. That was another cucumber smell. All right, you can go ahead and just get on out of my buffet line, buddy. You got an attitude about you. Take this food and leave me alone. What? Nessie's up next after this. Or Nestor. Yeah, of course it's because it's fish. Hold on, let's see what we got here. The water beast, unknown signal. Discovered account described a terrifying encounter with a great beast in the waters of Loch Ness. Depicts where ancient peoples of northern Scotland associated with the lands beyond Roman rule, known for their distinctive symbols in the 16th century. Many lived near the shores of the river Ness and Loch Ness, where they were visited by Irish monk St. Columba. Okay, the testament of St. Columba at the river Ness. There lay still over the loch that eve. The water's black as peat. I stood with the pigs on the bank of the river Ness as Drust rode towards us from the far side, bearing our provisions. As he neared the shore, the water shifted. Soon after, ominous vast presence rose in silence. His eyes burned through the mist from like coals from a forge. The air cracked with tension, and the scent of storm and smoke hung thick on the wind. Drust not flinched, but stood firm as the beast loomed over him. In an instant, he was gone, boat and all. No sound, no struggle, only the stillness of the loch remained. So was it Godzilla or something? That thing's considering Nessie's my customer here. I'm having a feeling like Nessie wouldn't be trying to jump me. Or Nestor. Research expedition investigates reports of a mysterious object that fell into the dark waters of Loch Ness. I think I found it. I think it's talking. Jane Horror aboard the Rival 4, January 11, 1958. It has been nearly a week since locals reported a large object falling from the sky and crashing in the middle of the loch. Our team has been searching the water for 2 days now. We have nothing to show for our efforts. Despite our lack of progress, we have picked up unusual sonar pulse. It is faint and short-lived, but we have detected it on multiple occasions. It may be our equipment failing, but we're not certain. Nevertheless, we have spent our time looking. It's time to call it off search. Everything's down there. It's likely to stay that way. And here, as I just like jumped and just found it, like with no problem. But I like how apparently this actually, you know, gives like lore about things you can find. So saying the water beast. So I don't know if it actually, it may have been talking about, I don't know if it was actually talking about the Kelpie. It would make sense if it was the Kelpie. But it said like it was looming above, and this one was kind of like, you know, right there at water level. So they're making it seem like, you know, this thing was massive. So I wonder if there's going to be like something big we're going to find. Alright, so we still ain't found like what fish he likes and dislikes. I don't think I get to try to give him this one. I wonder if he actually... Damn. He came up... It could have been It could have been Nessie. But they were talking about like it was ominous or whatever, so... Here's something quite scary down there. And you want me... You want me to feed... Ah, shit, sorry. So... You want me to catch whatever this... Ah, crap. Of course, like... So Nessie wants me to catch it, whatever. Like, that's just like, you know... I just read about it, and apparently Nessie... I need to catch it to feed it to Nessie. Because obviously they give me, like, ideas on what they want and everything, so we gotta go much deeper. Alright, Ness. I'll figure it out. Okay, so that's all the upgrades that mean. We can go down probably as far as we can now with this. So we gotta go straight down. Okay. I can facilitate. Alright, Nessie, it seems like exactly what it... We're gonna try to go straight down as much as we can. Whoa! There it is. Well, that definitely stood out. Well, that thing was massive. Lucky you recover its health when you reel your hook in. You might need to land in one cast. Okay, Nessie, I think we found what you want. There's a big-ass random sea serpent down there. All right, Nessie, I got you. I'm definitely loving this game. Again, like, there's just so much just going down here just exploring. I like how, like, you know, it definitely, like, intrigues me. You know, it's intriguing. I like just trying to see what else is down there. It said it recovers its health, so I gotta, like, get this in one go. The problem is it freezes the hell out of my line. So that's gonna be the problem with this, like, you know, the question is, can I feed Nessie other stuff? It says Nessie's up next too. Please, Lord God, like, don't hate me for giving you this. Alright, it didn't like the, what was the one thing I gave it? Yeah, I think I gave it that. He doesn't like small fish. It's small fish I can't give it, apparently. Apparently, just like, you know... Because said Nessie's gonna come back, so... I thought you liked that. I guess not. Okay, the lampreys are fine. Wait, was that Loch Ness monster? That's unexpected. She seems surprisingly friendly. I wonder how she's been living down here. I know that you gathered quite a bit of use of data while exploring Loch Ness. I'm sure there's more still more recovery here, but I'm adding the coordinates to the next location to your GPS. Feel free to keep fishing here for a while. Okay, so we can basically go when we want to once we get... Okay, so I'm guessing, like, maybe each area will have, like, you know, something specific. So we gotta find, like, a legendary customer in each one. Hooked in. Alright, yeah, we need to do this. Plastic spear. Okay. Alright. Let's try again. That thing's gonna be tricky to catch. We're gonna have to get like this last upgrade too. Probably. So yeah, this is gonna be a little bit tricky to get it. I don't know if we actually got. It's just like this whole thing, like how it just can freeze your rod. Okay, we'll look around, like, you know, like other spots here first. Darn. Okay, so there's like that's all right. So that's interesting. There's like, so apparently I know what the switches are for now. There's another little area we can go to right there. Damn it. Okay, well, at least we can feed Nessie and get, like, the, I need to get that last damage upgrade. Can I get... Okay. Now, this should definitely, suffice to her. I'm calling it Nestor. So. Let's see, it should be just this. Yeah. Alright, got plenty to feed you this time, Nessie. Thing is, Selkie's gonna show back up, so... Whatever. We know that she'll come back. Okay, that was a pretty good boost. Probably gonna like this. I mainly was just trying to get, like, you know, some, I don't know, I might still have a chance of doing this. Because the main thing is I may be able to still take that thing down with, like, with it where it is. Alright. Okay. It's got another mesh in the bottle. Let's go back down. Because we got one more switch to find. I'm thinking I might know where it is. We've been exploring to the left when we go down, but not the right. I'm gonna get your ass. Just wait. What the hell's going on? I think I'm just like finding a bunch of that one piece of kelp where it was keeping me from finishing it. I'm getting it. I'm curious about that diving helmet, though. Like, you know, we got Captain Cutler down here. Or not diving helmet, but... What the fudge is going on with this game right now? There's, like, too many secrets here. I'm accidentally finding all this stuff. Alright, I gotta watch catch another fish, because... Trying not to catch anything so I don't get, like, thrown back up topside. Okay, we did something. Alright. I'm determined to catch that fish you want. It's not anything else, because, I mean, everything else is, like, trying to swim right in the path. Which I'm pretty sure the devs did this intentionally. Crap! Well, thanks a lot, Sea Trout, but you're not what I wanted. Darn it. That thing's tough. I mean, should I go ahead and feed Nessie? I'm pretty sure she'll come back. That one go and get the money to get that next up, get the next upgrade. And where's it at? Gotcha. I like how that one piece like had to catch up. Huh? Oh, right. I guess I'm feeding you. The problem is I got all this stuff right here. I know that... Really? It didn't go up. Alright. Please tell me you like salmon. Well, I mean, that boosted the hell out of it. Why does it look different this time? Here. So, was he green before? So apparently we got variants of him now for some reason. I swear he was green like last time he came through. Which I know how to deal with him, you know, he's not gonna be much of a problem. I'm just glad I haven't pissed off, you know, the, Selkie yet. Because I think they're trying to imply I can make her angry. Yeah, that's the one problem about, like, me moving it over here, unfortunately. Try to, like, move the thing over to the other side or whatever, so, like, it looks more natural and... Or, like, you know, it looks like I'm actually, you know, looking at the game like it's supposed to be or whatever. And now you are, of course, like... I might have to move it up or something. Let's see here. So I can deal with this. Trying to see if I can kind of like do a little bit something different here. So it's not letting me move my stuff. That's odd. It's not letting me move anything. Yeah, it's not letting me move any of my things around. Strange. Wait, there it goes. Yeah, I'll put it up here for right now. Figure out more of it later. I think my counters didn't get moved like they're supposed to, though. Yeah, we'll just put it right there. Yeah, it's like, you know, trying to move around. Let me like check the counters real quick. I mean, at least I get to troubleshoot some of this stuff live, Rogues. Let me see how my counters look. Move this around just a little bit. Okay, yeah. Hope that's not like blocking anything else now. Alright. That should do it. At least I can see a little more now. Well, it's like Nessie's gonna come in and like her head's gonna get blocked by the thing now. And I might like maybe like just start like moving it like, you know, down to the lower right or something. I might need to move it down like a little bit lower. It's like I tried to test that and it didn't seem like it looked the best, but oh, if you don't shut up, Kelpie. Leave me alone. Or at least we know what he wants. All right, let's go ahead and get him appeased. Get him out of my face. All right, this one's got barnacles on it, so. Okay. Darn, he still ain't appeased. I guess I can go get him a nut. Hang on. Let me see like what I got right here for the... I don't have any others. Yes, he's gonna wait. I was going like, yeah, all right. I wonder if I can just go and just give him this or whatever, and just go and get him out of the way. But oh, shut up! See, it says new customer Kelpie is the same one. Oh, that's gonna be interesting to go out to the ocean like that. All right, we're going to Mexico. Apparently we gotta feed like 23 customers. I'm just like, again, he looks. I'm just trying to process the fact that he looked, you know, it was the same customer, he just looked different. Oh, that's the way y'all are doing this now. He has like a different thing he doesn't like. This one doesn't like the grayling. So he's got more hunger, but he pays more. So there's variance to them now. All right, the Loch Ness Monster, better known as Nessie, is a famous creature said to inhabit Loch Ness in the Scottish Highlands. Reports of strange beings in the Loch date back centuries over time. The creature has been described in many ways, from a monstrous fish to a sea serpent, even a dragon. Yeah, we got like, you know, Shin Kelpie, apparently. Interest in Nessie surged in the early 20th century after a series of science photographs and sonar readings, as well as like a very determined fisherman trying to catch her, appeared to show something large moving beneath the surface. One of the most famous images is the surgeon's photograph taken in 1984, seen to show a long neck rising from the water. Despite decades of search and countless expeditions, many people have left Loch Ness without ever seeing the creature themselves, whether hidden in the dark waters or simply avoiding curious visitors. She's been avoiding the hell out of me and gone fishing. Remains one of Scotland's most enduring legends. In truth, the creature is simply a gentle giant of the loch, perhaps just a little camera shy. Oh, we got like, is that another seal? So it should just still be like, you know, he doesn't like spiny fish. I think I found what he liked. Oh, God. Didn't I just feed you? Look, I'm busy, okay? Hold on a sec. Okay, so we got that now. I just don't know what the repellent does, but probably shouldn't have got that. Wait, hold on. I can actually... Wait, I can add that as a decoration. I didn't realize you guys could... I didn't realize you actually could add, like, you know, it's pretty cool. Right, hang on, not that. Okay, so what's next is we're gonna, like, go ahead and check the, Apparently, like, you know, there's, he's like, there's... I wonder if it's gonna be, like, a Nessie doll or something. So I'm thinking there... I think that might be a clue. Hit it and then come back. Wait, repellent. Okay, I get it now. So it's basically making them... make small fish go away. It makes it easier for me to go, okay, that works. Hang on, that looks... I knew it looked sus. I found a cosmetic. At least poke you once. Come here. Boop! So this guy's gonna make it easy, like, so pretty much now, like, I can just get, you know, keep, like, the smaller fish away from me. That's really gonna help with me, like, you know, trying to hit this thing. I'll take this thing out. I think it's still gonna be a bitch to take out, but I'm working on it. That's the main problem with this thing. It's just like, it does that stupid shock attack. Hang on a second, I'm curious. That's the only thing I hate right there, where it's like sometimes when you try to like line it up, when you're trying to, like, you know, trying to, like, you know, get rid of, like, the kelp and everything, or whatever it is, what you want to call it. Alright, now I think I know where this is gonna be, so... Oh my god. Everything I know I can easily get again, I'm gonna get rid of. Because, like, the whole repellent thing is definitely helping, but there are still, like, those that keep on, like, you know, just... getting a little bit too familiar with me. You know, wasn't it, like, over here? Or not? But there's that. Like, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, so we got another artifact. See, now it's like trying to go in directions I don't even want it to go. Which, I mean, he's been doing that a few points anyway, but... Okay, there was like some thread down there. That's where I want to go. I keep, like, you know, getting thrown off and going the wrong way, though. Ah, damn. I knew that was gonna happen. Well, at least I can go ahead and, get this for him. Like I said, I want to at least like, try to catch that, you know, that legendary fish or whatever. It might be a thing I gotta come back to, like, once I get some more upgrades. Good thing that scale was like, you know, all the way to the tip right there. Otherwise, I would have like ended up botching a perfect on that. Might as well go and like go and work through the rest of these. Okay. He needs like 2 more of them. That's the problem. At the very least, I can go back to fishing now. I only got $9 in my name at the moment, or 9 coins at my name at the moment. All right. And of course, they're gonna like, you know, be right there in my path. I found bait. Looks like you found some bait. Each one has unique effects. Some make fishing easier, while others change how you fish entirely. You can head over to the bait bucket equip and see what it does. Chisel. Fish caught with this bait have... I'll take that. Definitely worth it. Okay, let me get like him another char. Actually, 2. You're not the one I wanted. Wait, hold on. I don't recall picking up this many. I mean, I was like going down. Shit. I was going a little bit too fast right there. Okay, so I actually like how it does reflect the damage on it. I just noticed that. When you botch like taking the scales off, it actually, you know, shows damage. I didn't notice that before. Okay, it's gotta feed you 1 more now. You can... I think I just kind of like noticed that right there. He's trying to catch himself because, you know, he's being like all proud and everything. He was like, he said, this is good. Like, this works. I just noticed like the text right there. He was like, you know, almost slipped up, like actually trying to be nice or trying to compliment me. He's like, well, this suffices, mortal. I'm appeased. But you could do better. But you also could get me some more. Like, apparently it's just like it's out of like, you know, his power to like compliment someone. Here. So good. See, so good. This works. Did I have another one? I don't know. I got 1 more I can make for him, which is just... Alright. There any barnacles on it? Alright. Around the... Done. Okay, let's get you out of here. And who's gonna be next to show up? Seal. Give me my tip. Alright. Definitely need to do this. Apparently he's proud of my upgrade. Alright, so, he said he doesn't like spiky stuff. So we know like not to give him that. The trout, he's good for the trout. Normal kelpie about to show back up. Alright, wait, did he ever, like, did I ever get his preference? So, that one likes to land at salmon, but this one we don't know what it wants. So, you know, like, you know, the palette swap like salmon. Just gonna get these out of the way. Once I get, like, the next knife upgrade, this is gonna be even easier to get through all this. I'm already, like, moving fast through it. Okay, this... I say that, and then I get, like, you know, Shinron right here. So he knows that, like, they're trying to bait me here, because, you know, I'm supposed to be going slow anyway, but, of course, obviously I can't break these unless I move fast. Okay, I should do it. And got it. Done. Yeah, I keep on getting, like, you know, worried I'm gonna end up, like, catching, like, a, rogue, you know, scale. I wonder if it likes cucumber smelt. Alright, we can't give him that. I'll make you wait as long as I want. You run on my time, buddy. And I've seen them, alright? There are bigger fish than you here or whatever. They'll eat your ass. They'll eat you alive. They eat you for breakfast. And then, like, be mad because, you know, you didn't realize, you know, you weren't that filling for them. I just don't like his attitude. He's a jerk. Alright, I'm just curious if I do need to come back, you know, with, like, some more upgrades to be able to, like, you know, catch that one thing. Hold up. I'm curious about this. What's in here? So, I was thinking this is going to be, like, red herrings, pun intended, because, you know, we're in the ocean. Oh, I was so close to getting that one. Like, the main problem is, like, just getting down there to be able to, like, you know, this thing's all the way down below, so it's, like, hard to get to it. It doesn't have, like, all these other fish are in the way. I figured it out, at least. That's the trick. Try to hit it once. See, the problem is, like, you know, the way, like, this thing keeps on, like, you know, going off on its own. That's the only thing I'm not liking about this. The fact that, like, a lot of these fish still get in the way. Like, you do the repellent, but then, like, there are still some there, like, you just... You know, don't respect my boundaries. Okay. Let's try this again. As I just got to, like, you know, stay out of the range of that electric attack. It's strange right here, though. I was trying to see if there's anything up there. That boat was like just really weird. Like the best way to go is like straight down, right? You know, like this, not stop or anything, and just. Got him. Bathier. Finally got it. Alright. And that was a research artifact too. Alright. Incredible specimen. Serpent capable of producing that much electricity. That's in special. Alright. And that was an artifact I got from it too. So there's only like one fish we ain't caught here. Bathier. Hold up. I think I just remember where I heard the name before. Because I'm not really the most, like, particular, like, Scottish legend. But Bathier, I think I might know a certain anime. Oh, Fafnir. I don't know why I said I think of Fafnir. Yeah, Fafnir. I got mixed up. Fafnir is like one of my favorite characters from Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. And I got Fafnir and Bathier like mixed up. But now I remember why I heard the name properly though. Bathier is a boss in Darksiders 2. Definitely different from this, and the naming's different, but all appears during storms. The sun is associated with thunder and violent lightning. Yeah, WoW was a storm that time. There's only one more fish we gotta catch here now. Artifact though. English shield. Battle-worn English shield discovered from the water near a destroyed portion of Urgahart Castle. The heraldic markings that once identified its owner had been deliberately scratched off. Shields like this were carried by soldiers during the conflicts around the castle, when control of the fortress tried to change hands during the wars of Scottish independence. Let me just... Please tell me it's gonna squeak. It's kind of weird, like you just like... I guess it's just like you can just interact. I totally would like, you know, Desi, I don't make like a plushie of that. I'll be mad, but if I do make one, I'll totally buy it. Thank you, Amber. Yeah, see? That's two people right here saying we need it as a plushie. Alright. So, yeah. I guess we're pretty... I mean, if I can find this one last fish... It's not that right there. And it respawns. Okay, so you can get it again. Wait, that was it, the pike. Okay, so I actually just got complete by accident right there. There's also that... Alright, let me get this chest down here. So I got all the fish. So now we just gotta get Nessie to respawn and give like that to her or whatever, and then that'll be it. And I'll probably go and call it on the stream tonight, because I'm probably gonna like just maybe do this by each region. So yeah, it's probably... I'm definitely gonna be playing this in the sense of like, you know, doing it by region. So I'll probably be maybe like 4 to 5 episodes of this, give or take. Yeah, this definitely is going to be like, you know, a multi-part series, of course, Rogues. Alright. So, fish bag. Do I have anything I can give him? Okay, we're going to go and get rid of the, lampreys again. Because the main thing... Alright, let me see. What else can I get rid of? Yeah, that lamprey. And one rough. I'm going to have to go back down and get him, There's really not... I mean, oh my god! Go away! Get out! still can't, like, we just caught a whole ass sea dragon. Get rid of a trout. We need at least 3 of these things. If I can just avoid everything else on the way down. Get some chars. I'm pretty sure it's like a... See, that's what I'm talking about. We're doing the exact opposite of what... I know that... Really? Did everything just like swarm my... Go away. Go away. Go away. Like, I was doing fine avoiding everything. Everything started swarming my line, you know, when I got down there. Around, like, the, It's those lampreys more than anything. Okay. Got 2 of them at least. Let's go ahead and, like, put... Alright, I'm always going, like, you know, just cook, like, get these, like, prepared. So I have, like, more inventory space. Excuse me, I thought I caught 2 of them. So apparently something else, like, got in my way, like... this game. I swear the designs, the markings on this one are different. Yeah, but I'm gonna be calling on the stream soon once we, get this taken care of, right? Northern Pike. At the very least, like, you know, if I want to, like, come back and explore, like, some of the areas, like, you know, in the future. The game definitely looks like it might be, like, you know, free roam friendly. Yeah, I'll be done with this soon. Definitely like it was a fun little, you know, first look at this game. I absolutely love this game. Like I said, guys, it's currently on sale, but they do have a demo for you. You want to try it out for yourself, so definitely, you know, pick it up if you're, you know, enjoying this. Devs, like, definitely did do a good job with this game. And I'm really excited to explore, like, the next areas. If I find time, I might play more of this tomorrow. I mean, I'm kind of hooked on it now, pun intended. But I also don't want to overdo it, because I do have, like, the horror stream tomorrow. So, at the very least, I may be playing more of this. But I know I need to get back on Cyberpunk. I definitely probably try to find more time during the week at some point to play more of this, though. Because I kind of don't want to put it down. I got with Meltopia earlier. I'm pretty sure Meltopia, I should be able to finish that up relatively, you know, within a... Definitely gonna be like multiple episodes for that. I don't know, it may just be I might just put Cyberpunk 2077 on the back burner until I can finish these 2 games now. And then get back to Cyberpunk, you know, soon. But I definitely want to get back on that because I was considering how much I've been enjoying, like, you know, Cyberpunk. But these games, yeah, they kind of caught my attention. I just want to make sure I don't, like, go in, like, too far, like, really overdo it, like, with, like, 2 stream, like, doing, like, multi-stream days or whatever, outside of times where I planned. That's right, it should actually, I should be able to, like, you know, get him, like, you know, fed, like, with just 1 more. I forgot, like, he's, like, the variant. Or, like, the normal, like, the original one. Alright. And this repelling ain't really repelling. It's bad, like, you know, they're walking, there's one way from me that's still getting caught. Okay. That'll do it for that. Unfortunately, that's a problem there, so, what can I get rid of that, I don't really want to... Here are the roughs. Should've just went on and got him, like, you know, the one he wanted. Whoa! Yeah, you just gonna get off my table for a second? Jesus! Could you actually picture, like, one of the fishing kids you actually can catch old Greg? Or if I could catch a Megalodon, that'd be amazing. Because we do have like an ocean spot we can go to. No, not yet. Get off. I like us being like Wobble Fett right here. Just keeps on, you know, coming in unannounced. Wobble Fett. Oh, no. I used to do like the impersonation a whole lot better, but I mean, we know for a fact that Wobble Fett was on that sitcom star energy, no doubt. See, he totally did not want to compliment me. All right. So, if I'm right, feeling a small snack. All I got is like big ones. That's the problem. All I got is like big stuff. Well, hopefully, well, he didn't like complain. Ought to come back. Ought to come back more often. Oh, hardy har har. Alright, here's Nessie. Nessie, have I got the thing for you? Oh, we're about to be friends. Better friends. I kind of want to get that other repellent canister, but I want a new knife. I got just enough to get this. Wait, is that a... I've got to see what that is, because that's a whole ass katana. Alright, oh gee, you were... This is gonna take a little bit of time. I just love like the X's on the eyes. Keep on working at it. We're getting there. Problem is, I gotta like, you know, go from this direction because like I like how it kind of like works with like the blade being on like it has to go like with the side the blade's on, it looks like. It did take a change up like how you cut, I think, at times, so. He's like one pass, then do another one. That should do it. So satisfying. Apparently I missed a spot. Oh, yes, the snout. It's always the snout. Or not. Wait, there it is. Almost there. Better be perfect. I'm just loving like now you see like the scale of the actual the blade because like, you know, considering how big the thing was before, now like you see like the blade looks like a lot bigger. This is definitely, you know, just over prepping right now. I'm trying to shoot like a mosquito with a rocket launcher or something. But it's definitely like moving a whole lot quicker now. Look at that, just one pass. Oh, Ness, you're gonna love this. Everything I went through to get it. Whoa, in one go. And that works. Alright, I want to see what this thing right here is. I want to see what this sword is. And I'm gonna do it. Alright, do you like eel? You like eel. Just take it and go. Alright, fuck off. I don't like you. You're always got an attitude whenever you show up. Go away. I was ready to get his ass out of here. What is the herring like? That's just my luck. That's just my luck. I just gave the eel to the, I'll be right back. I am so sorry. I will be right back. I will appease you, my lovely customer. My stupid self, like, gave, like, you know, gave the seal the eel. I sealed the deal with eel for the seal. These barrels suck. I'm about to like get one of these fish a concussion trying to catch it. Like, come here, eel. I gotta talk to you. Shit. Okay, literally fish in a barrel. A barrel on a fish, I don't know. Yeah, I got some food for you. It's gonna be very compelling. Okay. Done. I will say this does have me craving sushi now, but unfortunately there's no places in my town where I can get it. Plus, like, it's 11 p.m. It's actually been a while since I've had sushi. Okay. What am I missing? There it is. Right there. Apparently not. Hold on. There it is. Piece of cake. Alright. Now that all that's out of the way. Shit. Put the wrong... I botched the hell out of that. I don't know if there's anything this fish doesn't like. Osprey. Like I said, wait. I was like, wait, I just fed you and it's like 1 point off. Take your fish and get out of here. I'm trying to get like a little bit extra scratch. Yeah, eel, whatever. Take the... Shit. I got mixed up. There was a... Oops. I forgot it was pokey. I just made a few mistakes right there. Oopsie. I hurt my bud. Hurt my buddy. Alright, yeah, I'm trying to like go and like wrap things up, but I want to see what this sword is right here. I didn't mean to do this, but Miles is going to get these prepped anyway. I say, because I don't know when I'll play this again, Rogues, but definitely going to make sure I do finish this game up, you know, stay on this game. Maybe next week I play it, may try to find some time to play more of it this week, but again, there's definitely like, you know, multiple things, you know, everything I got like on the, you know, on the playlist. Because, I mean, the game I'll be playing tomorrow is going to be a short, I think it's supposed to be like relatively short. Again, I'm also trying to make sure I don't overdo it with, like, with 2-day streams too much, but I definitely want to make sure I do, you know, get this and Meltopia out of the way. You know, like, get them properly finished and not put them off to the wayside for too long. Which I'm definitely not going to because I've been enjoying this game so much. I definitely want to play more of it, so. But I also want to make sure I do get back on Cyberpunk 2077 before too long. So with any luck, if I focus on this and Meltopia, like, next week, I should be able to go ahead and, you know, get them finished relatively soon and get back on Cyberpunk. I said, when I came back to my streaming, I wanted to just kind of like focus on like some more like smaller scale titles. I say scale like when I was doing this. Okay, probably the last pass of the night. So I have a feeling there's probably like more stuff I can find down here, but it does seem like, yeah, I'm still trying to figure out like what the cloths are for. I need to figure that out. Listen, I mainly want to get that sword, and definitely should have about enough to get it now. I just want to make sure I kind of like, you know, I would like to at least get to the next area and see what it looks like. Is that everything? Is that all the scales? I think so. It's got a bunch of barnacles on it. Which kind of makes me wonder if we're, I mean, I'm hoping we actually, you know, can catch crustaceans. I don't want to say it the other way because it's going to sound like bad. But considering, like, you know, how you see, like, I've seen, like, you know, videos of fishermen, like, you know, getting barnacles off of, like, you know, lobsters and crabs and everything. It would be kind of cool, like, to do that in this. It kind of, I guess, like, feels like more believable. I mean, I'm guessing, like, you know, fish and all in general can get barnacles on them. But obviously, you know, I think it's like, it's definitely, like, very common with crustaceans. At least I'm getting like a lot of these perfects. Alright, get this one. I need to check my, you know, my seal buddy over here and see if this is one of the ones I gave a salmon to before. I think this may be like the one he likes. Okay, which one? Alright, you're the actual gray seal, not the, I could try giving it to him. Let's go and get rid of these lampreys. Okay. That should be it there. It was like taking up the space. I know there's a way you can reorganize them. Really like it. That was it. Oh, Nessie, I ain't got, well, I want to go there and fight that thing again for you here. I'm just gonna like just give you stuff and then. Okay, you know, I'm definitely gonna like, you know, be happy to like just, you know, just nope out on you, your rude self. You can go down and get your fish on your own. I fed you enough. You fished out all the information Loch Ness has to offer. Very impressive. If I have my thoughts on something more interesting, finds your almanac. Take a look when you get a chance. Coordinates for your next location are already loaded in your GPS. You can keep fish here for a while or heading out when you're ready. Alright, so we pretty much explored it fully. But, of course, I would be just a little bit off. Dirty plastic crate. I wonder if it has a... What did I pick up? I gotta, like, catch just a little fish to see what that sword looks like. What the... Used a whole ass freaking sword. This makes sense, like, if I was actually, you know, like, you know, scaling, like, you know, Bathnear with it. Alright, but, what the hell did I just pick up? The Zweihander. Remember, because they were talking about the Zweihander and everything. A master two-handed, like, you know, I actually did find the thing. We were talking about the Zweihander earlier, I actually did find it. A master two-handed sword used by European mercenaries, famous for its long reach and sweeping attacks. Weapons like this were carried by Lanzknecht soldiers during the 16th century to break enemy formations. It was never intended for cooking, cleaning, or preparing fish, but will certainly get the job done. I like how it's just showing me like what I'm gonna have like here. Yeah, we did like there were like just some more. What? So yeah, this preliminary assessment from Dolos, Loch Ness. Loch Ness has provided a good amount of useful data. It turns out some old myths have a surprising amount of truth to them. You were even able to find a souvenir I asked for. It looks like we can confirm that Loch Ness monster is not just folklore. The lightning emitting serpent you caught may explain the older stories of more violent beasts. However, the real discovery here may be something else entirely. The Sputnik 1 satellite that supposedly crashed in 1958 appears to have been sitting at the bottom of the Loch Ness lock all this time. Even more interesting, it seems the satellite was struck by something more before crashing. It's unlike anything I've seen before. I need to study it to further determine its origin. So that's a deeper thing. So I love how it actually does like show all your findings. Like it actually makes like, you know, how the journey's being logged like this. So it kind of like gives like more depth, pun intended, to it. Urquhart Castle. Urquhart Castle overlooks Loch Ness and stood at the center of many conflicts throughout Scottish history. This recovered letter recounts the castle's final days under English control in the early 14th century, after it was taken in 1296 by Edward I of England, known as the Hammer of the Scots. I write not for pardon, but that our fate be known, for I shall not leave this dungeon alive. The Scots fought fiercely to reclaim Urquhart Castle, or Urquhart, I don't know how you actually say it. Abandoned by our commanders, we held the walls, praying for reinforcements. Our hope was nearly spent, yet it was not the Scots who sealed our fate. We strove to hold the gate. A terrible cry rose from the lock, as though it was thunder. Then we saw a great serpent rising from the depths. Its fiery eyes fixed upon us as it towered above the outer walls. Didn't seem like that big to me. Struck without mercy, shattering the castle walls and scattering our remaining forces when it was over. The Scots easily swept away with little remain. Not sit there or win whatever judgment left me. I like how apparently this thing was like a massive threat. I just went down there and poked it with a spear. Civilian complaint. A written complaint from a local pub owner near Loch Ness describes the recent presence of clear wake personnel in the area. Then she details the growing frustration among locals over the company's behavior. Can't you know something about these clear wake thugs? That company has been searching the lock for over a week now. They keep barging my pub, driving off the regular tourists alike. Folks around here are becoming a wee bit afraid of them. They're restricted access to shore and have been turning away boats as though they had some right to it. No one ever asked for them, and no one seems willing to tell us what they're doing out in the water. What are you planning to do about this? They're not from here, yet they think they can come in, throw their weight about, and start policing our lock as if they own it. Alright, so we're pretty much done, I guess, like, as I said, like, pretty much everything else that there is to do here. We found all the fish, you know, served all the customers and everything. I'm at least going to check and see, like, what this area looks like. But, again, that is what I'm really interested in. So, the place. So we're going to be going to North Carolina next. Or like, you know, soon. Alright, so yeah, shallow coastal waters shaped by storms, currents, and shipwrecks. And this one, Pacific Ocean, Point Nemo, the most remote point in the ocean, far from any land. That is what I'm going to be really interested in. And checking out, like, you know, Point Nemo. But, yeah, so we got, like, you know, yeah, sounds like Amber's definitely interested. And then, like, you know, but, Osaka, I don't know if it's Osaka, Mexico. Either way. Yeah, so Outer Banks of like North Carolina, Point Nemo, and Pacific Ocean. I swear, we don't see like Cthulhu or something. Like a Cthulhu pops up for me to like serve him food. All right, but I'm gonna at least go and check this. I kind of want to at least like just look at the axolotl, or however you say it. Welcome, I have a hard time actually like figuring out how to pronounce it, but welcome to Mexico. Mexico's. I don't want to pronounce this. I want to try Huatulco. Huatulco. Mexico's the Pacific coast. Beautiful place, but you're not here for the beaches. These waters are warm, clear, and full of life. Coral reefs, tropical fish, and plenty of things we probably haven't documented yet. These aren't lake fish anymore. We're in the ocean now. You'll need to adjust some of your gear if you want to catch them. So we actually are in an ocean spot. Let's you up with a new knife and a new hook to get started. Start small and work your way up to the bigger fish. The region has a lot of history and myths. After what we saw in Loch Ness, I'm not so quick to dismiss stories anymore, so keep your senses on when you're lying in the water. So I'm having a feeling we're probably going to see a chupacabra or something, maybe. I mean, they'll think. The music is a vibe, though. So definitely don't seem like I'm seeing any sharks. I mean, that might be. I swear, if that's actual catfish, like a literal catfish, because I'm seeing like, pointed ears and what look like whiskers. That might be, I'm pretty sure that looks like a shark. It's got a dorsal fin, I think, and all that. And I think we might be finding Nemo and Dory here. We'll see. I can definitely recognize like some of these fish. I can't remember the names of them per se. It's going to be really interesting to see. Oh. So it looks like a pelican. Like we got like some kind of dragons here. And I'm thinking that might be the chupacabra. This chapter is going to be interesting, guys. And I can't wait to play it. I don't know. I might try to find some time to play tomorrow. I mean, part of me was actually considering, like, because I'm hooked on this game. I want to consider my obligations, my obligations of playing Don't Play This. Which I think that's supposed to be like maybe like a 1 to 2 hour game, so I definitely could probably like find the time. I mean, if it depends on how I'm feeling, in regards like being able to do both. But with how relaxing this game is, I probably could go and do this and Don't Play This. We'll see. Like I said, it's gonna be like thing I'm gonna play by ear. Like I really don't want to like do too many like 2-day streams like back to back like I was doing before. But yeah, I'm already hooked on this game. And seriously, Rogues, if you've enjoyed like what you see me playing it so far, definitely pick it up. This game's been an absolute blast. I've been really enjoying this. Trying to actually like I'm gonna go ahead and it should be fine to like go and quit. I'm gonna like look into this real quick and see exactly how much the game is. But again, guys, definitely like make sure that you try, obviously they got a demo, so I would say try that out first and everything. But currently, like normally it's $10. I personally feel like this game is worth more than that. Y'all have heard me say this multiple times about games I've really enjoyed, and I really do feel, definitely without a shadow of a doubt, this game, like, I feel like, it actually is, worth more than that. I mean, $10 I think is like still a great price and everything, and I mean, to me, it's just, like I said, I would pay more. I'll pay more for this. They put out DLC. I'm definitely gonna pick it up because I really am like enjoying the game so far. And one thing I'm liking seeing, because if I remember correctly, when I looked at one of the, if I'm right, I want to say, I could swear I thought like that they had like said they got like a pretty good like number of like downloads so far. Yeah, the demo got like 100,000 players. They did an announcement for like 100,000 people played the demo. And just straight up though, I've been really enjoying this game so far. It makes me think a lot of Dave the Diver, which I feel is like definitely a good compliment to the game because I love Dave the Diver. Devil's like one of the best games I played, and I really can't wait for the DLC for that. I think that's actually supposed to be on the horizon, like possibly this month. I can't remember if it's this month or next month. So yeah, it's really I'm loving like the mechanics of it. It definitely does take a little bit of getting used to as far as like you guiding like the spear down there, and I'm hoping they might have some actual controller support for it because I can definitely see that being like complex for like those like who probably can't really play with a mouse that well. Well, it does say it has partial controller support for like the PlayStation and Xbox, so maybe it does have like support to some degree. But hopefully this might be something that if it doesn't have like full controller support, the devs can actually optimize that in the future. Because I would like to see as many people as possible play this game. It was very relaxing. I like how it's just very stress free. Obviously, it is like a little bit it takes some getting used to like the whole fishing mechanic. Y'all saw I was still struggling with it. But I just liked how the there was so much here that like was just made the game like very chill, very relaxing, while having like a story there that I'm definitely like reeled in on, pun intended. And I like how it's just they had like references and everything, going down like diving deeper and finding like more cool stuff. And it was just like one of those games where like kind of like how it was the same with Dave the Diver, where I was always like wanting to go down further just to see like what other stuff I could find. I was always like just trying to definitely like had that whole exploration vibe of wanting to see like what other stuff you could find like as you like went further down to the game. And that's one reason I guess like I've definitely been enjoying this, going down further, seeing what other cool stuff what there was, and the way they kind of set it up, like where Nessie had said like like I saw like the lore thing about something that was like scary down there, and even Nessie saying it's okay, we got like this big practically what's a dinosaur right in front of us saying that something's down there that scares her. Of course, like they were showing Nessie as being peaceful, and then we go down there and find like a whole like sea serpent. So it makes me wonder like and it's obviously each map is gonna have like a legendary creature, and it's making me like wonder what other ones we're gonna find. It's kind of like how it was with like with Dave the Diver. Like I said, like when you had like the bosses in each area, it was always like the whole level of intrigue. I mean, like seeing what new bosses you fought, and yeah, I'm hoping that, again, the devs, like, have, like, 4 areas for this. I think this game's supposed to be, like, possibly, like, a max, like, 10 hours, like, you're going for full exploration, which I'm definitely gonna try to. Just that one area right there, like, it's about probably about, like, close, like, you know, about, like, maybe, like 2 hours and 30 minutes, give or take. I spent, like, doing that, but I also did, like, talk a bit before the stream, before we actually did play. So we're kind of on 3 hours. It's, 2 hours and 43 minutes now. So definitely did, like, spend some time exploring. Let me go ahead and go on over to this real quick, go to my, so now I'm staring at, like, blank screen right here. But, yeah, say, pretty much, it kind of, like, bounces out, like, 2, 4, 6, 8, like, if each, like, areas, like, explore between, like, 2 to 3 hours a piece. Like, to find everything. It's kind of like, definitely, be seeing, like, how I can kind of add up to 10 hours. But I'm hoping that what could come down to it is, like, whatever it is this game has, I'm already really hoping that devs may put out, like, more areas you can explore. Safe to say, like, the main place I'm really excited for is going to be the, Point Nemo, the Pacific Ocean one, because me, like, being, like, a long time, I've always loved sharks. So it's going to be pretty cool, like, to see, like, I'm pretty sure we're going to be end up catching, like, sharks and all that. And I think it'll be pretty awesome if, like, the legendary creature out there ended up being, like, the Megalodon. I mean, I can't see them, like, having us go out to the Pacific without there being, like, some kind of Jaws reference or some kind of, like, I just can't see them, like, not going like a Jaws reference or something based around the Cthulhu or something like that. So hopefully we'll get something along those lines, because it's been, like, cool, like, seeing, like, some, like, legendary, like, creatures show up, like, like the Kelpie and the Selkie and all that. And it's safe to say one of those things I was like was gonna be a chupacabra. So it's gonna be, like, awesome, like, seeing, like, what kind of little bits of Mexican folklore we're gonna find. As far as, like, the North Carolina thing, that means we're gonna probably going, like, a little bit down, like, south, or down south, up north, whichever. So I'm wondering, like, if that's gonna be, like, something, like, more along the lines of, like, I don't know, it kind of made me think of, like, it looked like some kind of swamp or something. I can't remember if there's actually any, like, swamps in North Carolina. But it definitely kind of gave, like, some swamp or, brackish vibes to it. But I'm just wondering, like, what's gonna be there. I'm gonna laugh if we end up seeing, like, crocodile, like, alligators or something. But again, the main place I'm, like, really excited to explore is gonna be the ocean. So we're gonna definitely get through the Mexico map, like, next time I play. It's like I may play some today, some more today, like, alongside. Yeah. So hopefully we'll definitely see, like, some, see some cryptids. But it'll be, like, wild if, like, Mothman or something showed up. But we'll see. But yeah, we'll definitely be exploring, like, the Area 2 next stream. Now I kind of got a hang of how the game works, where we might be able to actually go and get to that a lot quicker. But I'm definitely probably gonna be playing sometime, like, tomorrow. I'm gonna find time to, because I don't want to do too many, like, 2-day streams. But this game's got me hooked, and as long as I, just kind of, like, doing in moderation, don't be like, because before I was, like, doing, like, 2-day streams constantly. As long as I kind of, like, just do, like, them, like, just, I'm probably pretty sure I can, like, handle, like, a few this week, but then, like, next week I just kind of, like, make sure I just focus entirely on just trying to play, the rest of this. And also because really I think, like, what I could probably do is, if we go and get through half of it, I can finish it up next week, the same with Meltopia possibly, and I could go and get back on Cyberpunk next week and just maybe do Meltopia and this, like, on the other 2 days, or maybe just do 2 days of this, like, on Thursday and Friday. I'll figure out, like, as far as the schedule is concerned. But at the very least, I'm gonna go ahead and do more of this sometime, tomorrow, alongside Don't Play This. Because I'm not gonna be doing, I don't think I'm gonna be doing, like, a 1 a.m. gym session like I did last time or whatever, because I kind of want to go in and get some rest, because I did sleep a little bit today. I'm still feeling, like, a little tired. So probably have me some food and try to relax a while, and then go hit the gym in the morning, and then I should be, free. Like, I definitely do, like, some streaming, through, tomorrow, between, like, doing more of this and also Don't Play This. But yeah, I mean, trying to make sure I'm actually getting, like, the name of the game right, because I'm saying Don't Play This. It's like, was that the actual name? Because I sometimes, like, I'll be saying the name, but then I know it'll be right, but then I'll be kind of like, yeah, it's Don't Play This, which is gonna be a horror game. So we're gonna be getting back into that. I have the heart rate monitor on. So yeah. But that said, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and, like, see if I can, like, find someone to raid real quick, and then we'll go and call it here. But yeah, tonight was definitely fun though, and today was fun as well. Between, like, both streams, with Meltopia and also this. I kind of, like, just need, like, a couple, like, really relaxing streams to get back into. But now, tomorrow we will be doing some horror. Wednesday, more Castlevania Order of Ecclesia. And if we don't do Power Wash Sim too, if, like, Amber's not up for it, I may actually have, like, an excuse to play more of this then. So that might be some no bounce out if Amber's, like, not available, because she has been, like, normally she's the one I play Power Wash with, but she also did, like, do, like, a few streams last week. So we'll see. But for now, we'll see if we can find someone I can go and, like, send a raid over to. And then I know there were a few other people that were playing this, but I definitely want to make sure I kind of like stay away from so away from any spoilers. I'm glad oops. I'm glad at least that seeing like more people playing this for sure. Okay, it seems like several people I'm looking at right here actually playing like in the or in like the same area I was in. But but like yeah, several of them are like right there, like right where I was. Surprised I'm not like getting like much for like the raid thing here. I'm trying to do a raid, but it's not like give me too much on it, too much to work with. And I'm saying like I don't know if like the raid thing's borked. Yeah, so like normally they give me like a whole bunch of suggestions. I know not a lot of people are playing this, but all right, well it is what it is. Well, I will try something else tomorrow. There wasn't really like a whole lot there, like as far as like people that were live or whatever. It wasn't like showing me too many hits. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call it on the stream here, guys. I'll be live sometime tomorrow with yeah, it definitely seemed like because normally they give like they give you like a whole bunch of like streams, but like lined up. But that one it was just like only a few people I was following, and like a few people that were playing this. But otherwise, they didn't really give me any other recommendations, like anyone for like just chatting or playing other games or whatever. It wasn't giving me like too many recommendations. It was just like a very short list. I don't know that they were finding it or something just as like it's glitched up in the system. I don't know. But either way, hopefully I'll have like the one other thing as far as like the intro fix is, in regards to like the clock. I'll make sure I go in and set that appropriately like as soon as the stream is over, because I did have to turn that off during the intro animation. And I wasn't even considering like adding like some other stuff. Like I was thinking about adding some socials, but I don't really have like too many socials for my gaming stuff I use anymore. Considering like if y'all watch like the stream from like last Monday, I explained like I'm no longer using gamer profiles for very good reasons. And my Instagram is more of a personal thing. Really, and I don't have a Blue Sky anymore. I was considering eventually making another one, but that's very up in the air. So really, the only other thing I really will be using for my gaming is Discord and Upscrolled, and that's pretty much about it. So if I was to kind of like add like some kind of thing on as far as my socials are concerned, it'll probably be more along lines like maybe like fourth wall, and then just have my Twitch and YouTube logos and whatever. I'll probably just leave it blank and just have the time. And I was thinking about maybe just like putting my putting like the starting soon thing over like into like the intro animation. Because I have like the one that shows like starting soon, like as far as like the TV stack, and then like the actual proper animation, like leading to the rest, like for the rest of the countdown. So I might just put like a starting soon, like somewhere on that one, because I was thinking about putting my name, but obviously people who come by here like know who I am, so I may just put like a starting soon on like the brick wall animation and go from there. But I'll figure it out. Definitely like probably gonna need like maybe some more refinement, but I'll figure out how I'm gonna go about things. And I guess I'm just kind of like doing like a little bit of tired rambling here, Rogues. Like now that like the excitement for that stream's kind of worn down. But nonetheless, like I said, don't play this. I'll be jumping back into that tomorrow, like getting some more horror content for the channel, and we'll be doing some more of probably definitely do more of Scale the Depths as well, because definitely enjoying this game, and I want to see like what happens next. So, anyways, until next stream, Rogues. Much love. Thanks for coming out and hanging out with me for this, guys. I deeply do appreciate you. And like I said, things have definitely been a little bit like rough lately, but I'm trying to pick myself back up, regardless of things that have been going on. Until next stream, you guys be safe. Much love. Thanks for coming out, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.